My name's Rhapsody, and welcome back, probably for the final time, to Shadows over Loathing. In the end of the last episode, we were leaving off a couple of loose ties that I didn't necessarily know exactly how to knot. The most salient of which being Molly Buttons' breakout from the Charlestown State Prison, here in the federal. There we go. Charlestown State Pen is the federal prison for some reason. But also, when I came here last with Molly in order to look at the woman in 3C, evidently I did that just before doing Molly's final vignette. So now we have a different outcome.
What are you looking at, Rubberneck? Amstray, your mum's calling for ya. I couldn't help but notice your tattoo. Is that a heart with N plus M in it? I'll put this shiv in you notices. Don't milk a duck, peeper. Okay, you definitely are Nancy. Nancy McGill, right? What are you, a slapman? A gazer? Or is this just a scissor bill? None of those, probably? I'm a friend of Molly's. Oh. Well, if you know Molly and you ain't full of holes, you gotta be alright. What's the score, pal? I think I should just let Molly explain that. She's here. Well, what am I doing listening to your teeth rattle for? I'll go get her.
You head back outside and wave Molly over, and then escort her to cell block 3.
Molly, baby! Noodles! I'm so glad we weren't too late. I asked you not to call me that in public. What are you doing here? We agreed you wouldn't visit because if the fuzz catch sight of you, we ain't seen a single hack. And anyway, I had to bring you this cake. Oh, you brought me a cake? Aren't you a sweet potato? Wait, is this an Alcatraz special? I don't get it. I only got about a year left. I mean, yeah, it hurts being apart, but they didn't tell you? They're transferring you to Bridgewater.
The color drains out of Nancy's face.
Bridgewater? Why? I only stabbed...
She pauses to count on her fingers.
3 guards? 5 inmates? Or, 6 if you count the guy whose face I peeled up. Right, hang on. I guess I can see it. That transfer could be any day now. You gotta bust out of here tonight. Okay, yeah. Right after lights out. I have to go to ground and lie for a couple of weeks. But I'll get in touch after that. Okay, you better make it, Nancy. Or if you get caught or hurt, oh.
Hey now, come on, Button. You know me. Turn off the waterworks. I'll be as fine as a frog hair.
You better scram before one of the few remaining guards comes by. Here, ain't your birthday yet, but I made you something special.
Nancy holds up a fine chain necklace with a Tommy gun bullet hanging from it. She fastens it around Molly's neck, and you look away awkwardly as the two of them share a kiss through the bars. Let's walk Molly back out.
You gonna be okay? Yeah, Nancy's right. I ain't gotta worry about nothing. She's tough as nails. Tough as anything. She's a little scary, frankly. I mean, she peeled a guy's face off? Yeah, that's little Nancy McGill for you. And I thought you were crazy. Oh, maybe I was right. Heh, sugar, if there's one thing you should understand about me by now, it's that I don't like getting bored. I guess not.
Let's check back in. This makes sense.
Hi, Nancy. Listen, you gotta keep an eye on Molly, get it? Anything happens to her, it's gonna have dire consequences for you. No worries. Incidentally, you owe me 1,000 meat for that cake. Is that a fact? Well, will you pay me 1,000 meat to not cut your middle open and tie one end of your guts to a streetcar? Yeah, that seems like a fair price. Oh, swell. Why don't we just call it square then? Okay, good luck.
Nancy is too busy eating cake to talk to you. If I return, will you be gone? Nope, still too busy eating the same cake. Okay. Let's now head to Ocean City, where I need to check how likely am I to be able to complete this boardwalk. Because I'd really like to see the text for the final challenge. Currently, we have 15, 12, and 15 as our statistics. It wasn't 15 to all statistics you wanted, was it? Yeah, it was. 15 to all stats. How do I get +3 to mysticality at this point? I can get an additional 1. If I look at my statistics, we can see here I've got no effects that are currently removing things from. In fact, I can't get an additional 1. I'm using the cat boon in order to get +1 muscle. I don't know if I will have the ability to complete this. I currently have the maximum amount of statistics that I have the ability to give a character, and that is 3 from my hat, 3 from my sash, 2 from my pants, and then all of my different perks and statistics. 3 from a potion, 3 from food, 2 from booze. All of this is as many stats as I can get. So I would need to eke out 3 additional stats from nowhere, and then also be able to apply them to mysticality. I don't think in this run I'm capable of finishing this. I think it's possible that other perk choices would have given me the ability to in a way that I just currently cannot. Now, let's quickly go back to Plunkett Street and check out the bar. It just seems like it might be a little bit important for us. What with all the companions in there with vignettes of their own that they may want to complete. Now, Obi's tooting along with the band. Gabby is the first person we met.
Hey, Gabby, having a good time? Oh, yeah. So many rugs that I have cut up. Want to come with me for a bit? Okay, I will meet you at the door.
All right. Let's go, Gabby. And now, a very special thanks to Lizzie Young for providing a little bit of guidance as towards the areas I'm going to take these characters so that I don't have to just wander around all day, hoping like, oh, Gabby, do you want to do things here? I know for a fact instead that Gabby wants to come to Crystal Dream. Gabby grins and gives you a thumbs up.
Okay. Oh, hey, Ryan. Yeah, what's up? Gabby has a thing that is important to go and do.
Oh,
What thing? A secret thing. It is a secret for Gabby. But not for no. Gabby will go in and come back, okay?
okay, go ahead. Companion vignette.
Oh, so many mushrooms. So much food, look at all that. Plenty of food for Gabbies. A tall one. Too tall a mushroom. Gabby would grow well. Look how big and fat a mushroom, haha! Nearly as fat as you will be.
I eat the mushroom.
Oh, a mushroom. Very big and full of mush. How nutritional.
I eat the mushroom. Oh, what is this mushroom?
This mushroom is so complicated. Yeah.
Okay, so it's only the mushrooms with stink lines that you're interested in.
Oh, look! A mushroom so fat with vitamin and juices.
I eat the mushroom.
A perfect mushroom for me to get so big and strong.
I eat the mushroom.
This mushroom cannot talk, but if it could, maybe it would say, I am so good for a growing goblin. Probably.
I eat the mushroom. Gabby's max HP increases by 5. A steaming crack with warmth and moist. This is perfect for to grow. Oh wait, this is Gabby's voice.
A steaming crack with warmth and moist. This is perfect for it to grow and therefore happen. Mwah.
Excuse me?
Time has passed, but not much. You grew very fast. For my sport to grow big with strength. You get to be the new Gabby now. Haha, I must be so good at that.
Just like Gabby's mother beforehand, or the previous Gabbies beforehand, we have exploded into many Gabbies.
Hey baby Gabby, still going. Get strong, baby.
Excellent. A whole cavalcade of Gabby.
Return back to where Ryan waits? Ah, Gabby's back.
Oh, hey, there you are.
Sorry for to wait, but not long, hopes, Gabby.
No, it wasn't too long. What are you up to?
Haha, a secret.
You seem slightly different somehow?
Nope, Gabby is exactly the same as previous Gabby.
Oh, okay then.
Now, apparently that does not fully complete Gabby's interest here. Apparently she will have another vignette prompt later in a similar area. So, for the moment, instead, I'm going to go back and collect a different... Well, actually, let's just immediately go back to Crystal Dream and see if this immediately triggers the next vignette. It does not? Okay, cool. Because it doesn't do that, I'm going to now go and juggle to a different companion. Let's go to Obi, who would like to visit the Big Moist. Hey, Obi.
Hi, Obi. Enjoying yourself?
I sure am, my friend. This joint has a real swinging groove. That is not your voice.
I sure am, my friend. This joint has a real swinging groove to it.
Wanna come with me for a while?
You got it, pal. I'll meet you over by the door.
Great.
Now, about this Big Moist.
Hey, pal, let's chew the fat a bit. Hey, friend, we got time, for me to take a little detour, maybe? It occurs to me there's this old shack that I used to squat in out this way, and I ain't been back there in a dog's age. And there's something I left there that I should get.
Oh, what is it?
And nothing worth going into detail on. Just a reminder of some bum deal I made back when I was an up-and-comer. Sold something I shouldn't have.
Ah, that's always rough. When I went to college, I sold all my old comic books. I still wish I had those.
This, ain't the same category of thing, but sure.
Okay, I'll wait here.
Well, there she is. Can't believe you spent as much time living here as you did. Whatever you can call it living. Also, can't believe this place is still standing, to be honest. Guess it just kinda stuck around like a bad penny.
I look around. Obi's old squat.
Trying to keep a campfire lit while this swamp is trying to, trying to keep a campfire lit in this swamp is like trying to teach a dog to whistle. You sure? Don't much care to leave without that contract.
I go inside the old squat.
Good, your old file cabinet's still here. Let's just hope it ain't filled up with water. Or wasps.
I look for the document.
There it is, bad as new. Obi, old boy, you done some damn fool things in your time on this green earth, but signing this parchment was your damn foolingest. You grit your teeth. Gonna have to do something about this, and baby, you ain't gonna like doing it. Someday you gotta learn how to play piano. Not this one though. This lamp never seemed to run out of oil. Funny thing that. Looks like your old mattress is going on to its final reward. And they finally spruced up. These really failed to spruce up the place, rather.
Time to head back to me.
Guess you did what you came to do. Head back to Ryan.
Let's just quickly make sure there's nothing else on the outsides of this.
Yep. Hey, my friend. Obi's back and ready for action.
Hey, Obi, how was your walk down memory lane?
More like getting rolled off an alley in Memory Skid Row, if I'm being honest.
Well, we've all got our demons, I guess.
My friend, you ain't said the half of it. Come on, let's ankle.
Sure.
Now, Obi, you wouldn't want to go get educated at SIT, would you?
Hey, pal, let's chew the fat for a bit. Hold up a sec. I gotta make a pit stop, so to speak.
Oh, I think I saw a restroom back.
No, nothing like that. There's a bar near here that I used to play at. I gotta go hash something out with the manager.
Oh, okay. Is it cool? I could use a drink.
It is not cool. My friend, It is the opposite of cool.
Huh. Is it the SIT seams holes or something?
A little bit deeper.
Well, okay, go ahead.
Is this gonna be hell? Straight up hell? Oh, baby! Sold your soul to a demon. I know there's foreshadowing going on here.
Well, here you are, Obi. Back in the infernal racket. After, however long it's been. Thought you'd seen the back of this place, had ya? Thought you'd seen the back of this place, didn't ya? There we go. Thought you was cool and slick as an oiled iceberg. Turns out you were a fool, same as every fool that ever got scammed by this racket from here to eternity. Time to see if there's any way to salvage this situation. But like the man said, it's gotta be hell to pay. Amen to that.
The infernal racket.
Sorry, ladies. Got no time to dilly-dally with succubi.
It looks like a bunch of hobo code behind them that I would love to read.
No time to chat with strange demons. A well-dressed gentleman tending to the bar. He smiles thinly as you approach. I could talk to him, but I'm gonna check the rest of this place out. Huh. Wonder what these fellas did to end up this way. These two seem to be engaged in a high-stakes staring contest. It's probably best not to disturb them. No time for relaxing. This cat's on a mission. Usually when folks say the piano's smoking, they don't mean it so literal. Looks like this one fell asleep. And they say there's no rest for the wicked. This fella don't seem interested. Maybe I'll talk to him later. A music stand set up for some performer who hasn't arrived yet.
That's gonna be me.
Afternoon, Lloyd.
Well, if it isn't dear old Obi O'Brien, what brings you back to our little establishment after all this time?
I expect you know the answer to that already.
You pull out the contract and slap it on the bar. Getting older, are we? Don't feel as invincible as you used to when you were young? Or have you gotten tangled up in something dangerous and think the end might be coming sooner for you? Then bargained.
I want out, Lloyd.
Obi, this contract, is ironclad. Virtuoso music ability in exchange for your immortal soul upon death is about as traditional as an exchange as they come. It's a bona fide classic. There's no wiggling out of this one, my friend.
Virtuoso music ability and all the wealth and fortune that comes with it.
I never said how much that would be. Come on now, Obi. I thought you enjoyed the hobo lifestyle.
Why you?
Obi, buddy, I like you. And there's no lie. You played some incredible tunes for us, back in the day, but a deal's a deal.
I claim right of challenge.
Right of challenge? My word, where did you hear about that? Well, it's a shame, but the right of challenge doesn't apply. This is a new character. This is what.
I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but demonic contract law is my particular field of expertise, and he does in fact have access to the right to challenge in this case. There's precedent in Scrooge v. Webster, Mephistopheles v. Faust, and Unnamed Devil v. Johnny.
Those two haven't even happened yet.
They still count. Sorry, Lloyd. Rules is rules.
Huh. Well. All right, Obi, I'm in a good mood today, and like I said, I do like you. So I'll give you as fair a challenge as anyone ever got from me.
What's that?
Get out there and play us a set like you used to, and if everyone here agrees you deserve it, you can keep your soul and your music.
Okay, Lloyd, you got a deal.
Time to toot. My man tooted a toot. Obi, I've got to hand it to you. When you're hot, you're hot. And I know hot. He takes the contract off the bar and tears it up. There you go, my man. You're as free as the wind blows. Come back and visit us sometime, okay, though?
Stranger things have happened.
Obi learns a new skill, stirring glissando.
Thanks, Lloyd. The flounder seems familiar. I talked to him.
Another voice for another character. I'm running out of voices. We're just here at the end of the series. I'm almost entirely out. You know what? Speak to me, character. What is your voice? Well, hey there. Obi O'Brien, wasn't it? Fella, that was a damn fine set you just played.
Well, thank you. Wait, aren't you?
That's me, Benny Badman, jazz flautist extraordinaire.
Well, I'll be.
And I got a little proposition for you if you're interested, Obi.
Not hardly. I had enough devil contracts to last his whole life, and the next one too.
No contracts here, my man. Alls I want is a little jam session with you. If you fail to impress me, I'll reward you with something real good. If you do impress me, rather, I'll reward you with something real good. No strings attached, baby.
What do I do?
Just set yourself up at that music stand over there and follow my lead. If you can match me all the way through, I'll teach you one of the forbidden tunes.
And if I fail?
Nothing! No harm, no foul. Try as many times as you like, but I tell ya, it ain't easy.
Huh. Sounds reasonable enough.
Oh, by the way, no improv on this one, okay, Obi baby?
Okay.
You're on. I see. Wrong, let's start over. Hang on. Okay, so down, left, up. Down, left, up. Right, left, down, up. Left, down, left, right, down, up. Left, down, left, right, down, up. Oh, no, missed it. Down, left, down. Down, left, left, up, left, right. Down, left, down is definitely the start there. Around in a circle. Left, down, down, up, down. How many of these do I have to do? Right, up, left, down, left, up. Down, right, up, down, left, up, right. That's about the extent of what I can probably do. Oh, I missed it up at the end. I don't know how many of these he's gonna want me to do in a row in order to get his approval. You know what? I tried. Can't beat him. This demon contract lawyer gives you a pleasant nod.
Hey, thanks for your help back there, buddy. You really saved my hash.
Don't mention it, I'm just doing my job. Say, now that you're a free man, can I interest you in—
Nope.
Okay, I did have to try though.
No time to dilly-dally with the succubi still?
If you want to beat Batman's piano, you gotta do it now. Nope, I'm good.
Oh, hey Obi, how'd your meeting go?
Better than I had any reason to expect, my friend.
Well, great. Ready to head out?
You said it. Let's hit the road.
Time for us to go and find ourselves a new companion who has a couple new vignettes. We've got... Oh, professors are done. And Molly, too. Alright, Gabby. You want to go to check out Crystal Dream one last time? There we go. Maybe I need to travel to the cave? That's where mushrooms is. That would make the most available sense. If I cannot continue this now... Yeah, this doesn't seem especially repopulated. Well, if I can't continue this now for Gabby, then, I think we are done. Gabby, I'm afraid I'm just gonna have to leave it there for you. Time for us to go and grab Molly and then run back to where we started this episode. Over in Government Valley. And visiting the Black House. I explore a government building for 33 meat along the way. Go through the unlocked door. Murray's holding a weird bomb. I could talk to him. But I can't imagine there's anything new he has to say to me.
How you feeling, kiddo? My voice is practically Obi's voice, apparently. You know, ready for me to set off this bomb so you can face what it...
Right, Uncle Murray was really, really old.
How are you feeling, kiddo? Ready for me to set off this bomb and we can face what's on the other side of the portal? Let me just remind you, once we start this, you're stuck with it until the end, but your game won't save, so you can come back to this point afterwards.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay. It was good seeing you again, kiddo. I think I got this bomb wired so I can toss it and set it off from here without overloading the other Watsits, but hopefully you don't end up getting me killed. Whatever happens, you gotta jump through right away. I don't know how much time you'll have.
Jeez, okay, be careful.
You too, kiddo. Ready?
Yeah?
No!
Here goes nothing. Hell yeah! Fire in the hole!
Resolution. You and Molly and the president and her machines and a sizable chunk of the floor appear in the middle of a pale void, lit by the just arrived light of stars that burned out unaccountable eons ago.
Ah, no, what did you do? I threw a monkey wrench in your plans.
Don't try to act so cool about this. You don't have any slight idea of the power you are messing with.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Welcome, playthings. You look over to the right, where you see a hovering swarm of giant mouths and eyes. You get the feeling that this is your brain's best attempt to render what you're actually seeing in a way that won't simply annihilate your mind. In particular, that.
Oh.
Was this whole deal just a giant monkey's paw? Like, did I achieve ultimate power only to get cursed by constantly surrounded by morons?
Hey!
The portal frame still appears intact. Maybe I can reopen it and we can fix this?
Oh, you can get me back?
I can get me back and then continue with my plan to summon the Emperor and our universe under controllable conditions as it is intended, you know?
What if I don't want you to do that?
Do I look like someone who gives a hot crap what you want? Go away! Go die in the void!
Sheesh, someone's cranky.
It's the unsinkable Molly buttons.
Oh, hey Molly. I don't suppose you've got any ideas? Well, sugar, usually my plan A's bullets, and plan B's more bullets. What's plan C? I've never needed a plan C before. I've never met anything that couldn't be shot with bullets.
She holds the necklace Nancy gave her. The single Tommy gun cartridge is engraved Nancy plus Molly forever.
You think this is one of those situations where the power of true love vanquishes evil, that kind of thing? Well, I wasn't gonna say it like that!
Hold off for a second. Barring your access to the control console as the President of Shadows, I could try and interrupt her machinations. The Umbratanium alloy portal frame, I take a closer look. Rude. This technology is incomprehensible to you inspect the portal frame, but can't think of anything to do with it that would help. Which implies you missed some optional stuff, but that's what replays are for.
Nuts!
Hello. Be not afraid. I kind of want to talk to this, but am I choosing my ending here? Like, fight the President of Shadows? Disable the portal? Kill the demon? Can I do multiple of them, please? I mean, I'm probably still gonna have to fight even if I get Molly to shoot this. Shoot it. I think I might be wrong. The TV has come on.
It sounds cliche, but love truly is the most powerful force in the universe.
Press any key.
If it has a gun.
You waited and waited and waited. There was a text before this, but it immediately disappeared from the screen. Murray's bomb blasted him past the reality borders. He drifted outside of the world for a span of time that might as well have been 5 minutes or 5,000 years. The only way to be sure is to not press a key for 5,000 years. Then you'll know it was that long. A few weeks later, Jessica accidentally activated the fail-safe interdimensional homing teleporter that Murray had left in one of his desk drawers. She was looking for a pen. You and Murray were wrenched through the ether and unceremoniously dumped on the floor of the antique store. After spending a reasonable amount of time patting one another on the back, you started searching for the next eldritch horror on Murray's big list of cosmic threats. The world is always under existential threat if you know where to look. And Murray always knows where to look. Thanks to your mob connections, Murray has a lot more meat at his disposal than he's accustomed to. That should make the next old god easier to deal with. Noblesse oblige did a brisk trade until the end of Prohibition, at which point it did an even brisker one. Obi decided to leave the hobo's life behind and just play the oboe full-time. When they started televising underground bare-knuckle boxing, Gabby got really excited and joined a league. Her combat style was a mixture of different martial arts that came to be known as super weird fighting. Molly and Nancy went on to become the most notorious bank-robbing duo in history. They were last seen somewhere in Bolivia. After spending a few years catching up on the latest scientific developments, Professor Adams rebronzed himself. The streets of Ocean City are relatively safe, a few gang fights notwithstanding. King Johnny got the camp loaded into the ocean, with Samuel and Agamemnon doing most of the heavy lifting. With the wind at their backs, they set sail for distant shores. Thanks to Ovid and Crozius, the expedition was comfortable and well-funded. Sure, it got boring at times, but Howie entertained folks with his harmonica, and Dusty brought a deck of cards. Whenever anyone got scratched up or seasick, Doc was there to provide some medical attention. The nights were cold, but between Beatrice's wool and Calendula's moonshine, everyone kept pretty cozy. They ate creamed fish, thanks to Walter and Creamy Steve. Cornelius and Beanie provided cornbread and beans. Mossman provided fine herbs and exotic spices. After a long and difficult journey, they arrived at the land they had promised to themselves. They founded a new nation. A nation of hobos, by hobos, for hobos, with liberty and justice for hobos. Marvin went on to set the world record for mailbox sitting. He held the record for nearly a week. He's recently become interested in flagpoles. Uh-huh. Of course you are. The bishop's inspection went swimmingly, and the vicar of St. Polycarp's was soon promoted to vice pope. With that whole grisly murder business behind her, Ms. Brewster went on to win the Boarding House of the Decade Award from the International Salesman League. Crystal's store was moderately successful, but she was confident that in about 40 years, business would boom. 70 years from now, the historical village of Sandwich is still a popular tourist attraction. It's particularly popular among mixed-up hipsters who got it confused with Sandwich, Brooklyn. SIT's astronomy program continued to be no less dumb than SIT's astrology program. To this day, they still refer to a hot dog, lime, and Swiss cheese omelette as the Ryan. Clem and Jarvis Schlitz evaded capture by adopting the aliases Jarvis James and Clem Bartles, respectively. After Prohibition ended, they had a long and illustrious career in getting people drunk industry. With your help, Rhonda Rasmussen became the first person in history to fly all the way around a swamp. Her fame lasted nearly a month later, when Charles Lindbergh was seen buying a new set of shoelaces. Heim Quarry went bankrupt after the workers fled in the night. Most of them made it back to the city and found new jobs, which could not possibly have been worse than their old jobs. The loss of Tom and Kathy plunged Largemouth Bass & Sons into a succession crisis. In the chaos, the bastard Reboner returned from exile and made his claim to the throne. Although Tom and Kathy's Judge Wig business never really took off domestically, they were knighted in Albion for services to judicial fashion. Paul Leathers used his new tongue to preach non-violence and counseled many a troubled youth away from a life of big game hunting. To appease his brother, John Leathers agreed to read a book on pacifism. In time, the wreck of the Longfellow was swallowed whole by the swamp. Though a boat may be long, naught is longer than nature's mouth. The kid with the glasses spent a week bragging after you proved his theory about big hands. The plant kid will happily wear Mossman's mustache for the rest of their life. The chemist kid is still reeling from the whiff of the smell of the wisp that you brought her. The radio kid proudly wears the feather you brought him from Barbara Yagara. The kid with the wrench still tells stories about the time you captured the Chupanaranja. And the fly girl is grateful for the chest hair you brought her from Flemberg. Will Hunter moved to international waters to escape federal prosecution for marble fraud. They were still on his tail! The Molros place remained uninhabited until the 1990s, when it became a hotbed for swinging sexy singles. In your area? With no natural predators for their numbers, the McMillican-Cuddy's farm sheep bred out of control. He went on to become the region's primary supplier of both mittens and mutton. Despite all your efforts, the maze stayed, say, pretty much exactly the same. Forever. Billy made sure of that. Evidently a thing I didn't complete there. The workers at the Ford compound were able to get the factory machinery back up and running. After months of research and hard work, they were finally able to make a car entirely out of beans. It smelled awful and nobody would buy it, so they ended up abandoning it on the streets of Ocean City, where no one stole it. The old ham mill never spun again. Rufus emerged from his portal somewhere deep underground. He didn't know where he was, but he knew he was one step closer to his sibling, and that's all that mattered. The end. Shadows over Loathing by Asymmetric Games. I'm gonna hit the 1 to continue, assuming it is going to just continuing past this point. Never mind, it is not going to. I'm gonna continue hitting the 1 when it is called for. Vociferous thanks. I would love to do that. Beta testers. Good work, beta testers. Good work to the development pets as well. Bats, Cookie, Loki, Monocle, Moxie, Oscar, Penny, Roxy, Stinko, and Whiskey. Thanks so much for playing our game. We know it took significant time and effort to get here, and we appreciate your attention and endeavors. You rock. If you've enjoyed Shadows over Loathing, you might also enjoy West of Loathing, available on Steam and the Nintendo Switch, or our free browser-based game, The Kingdom of Loathing, available on the internet at kingdomofloathing.com. West of Loathing, also, I've done a series on, and if you're looking for more content on the Loathing universe after this, you can find that linked in the description down below for the very final time. My name's been Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Shadows over Loathing. Top left is a series playlist for all my content on this game, present and past. Down below is YouTube's recommendation, and stream past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays out above the thank tier. And a special thanks this episode to Willow. Hopefully you'll all be enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.